The 2-inch height advantage for Moorer. The weight exactly the same at 212, although Bean looks more like a middleweight, and the 3.5-inch reach advantage for Moorer.
The challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner. Entering the ring, wearing black trunks with red trim, fighting out of his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. He weighed in at a ready 212 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring. 27 wins, no losses. 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the IBF number 5 ranked heavyweight contender. Tonight's challenger, the undefeated VAUGHN Shake and Bake Bean. And his opponent across the ring is the defending world champion. On my left, fighting out of the red corner, entering the ring wearing green trunks and fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida. He weighed in the same as his opponent at 212 pounds. His fine record stands at 38 wins, only 1 defeat, 31 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the former light heavyweight world champion, now in his 2nd reign as the heavyweight title holder, introducing the IBF heavyweight champion of the world, known as Double M, Michael Moorer.
Here we go, round 1, scheduled for 12 for the IBF heavyweight championship, and right off the bat, you really see a size difference, don't you?
Boy, I mean,
they weigh 212.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
But there's a lot of heights distributed differently. Bean's a little wide, appears to be a little soft. Michael Moorer also never been a real cut, sculpted fighter, but a dangerous one.
He knows Moorer is always in very good condition, very focused and determined, although that focus comes and goes, but it gives Bean a bit of concern. Heavy shot to the midsection by VAUGHN Bean. Michael Moorer 38-1 with 31 knockouts. Hoping to take on the winner of Holyfield Tyson, May 3rd's fight, the rematch.
Michael Moorer pressing the issue, starting what might be just slightly uncharacteristically fast, and normally takes his time all the time, watches, plots, very methodical. Here looking to press the issue, make a fight out of it.
In his last fight, he had Franz Botha in trouble several occasions, but let him off the hook.
I don't think you'll see him doing any letting off the hook here. He has the, fight of all fights down the road, a rematch with Holyfield or Mike Tyson, and it just doesn't get any bigger than that.
let me tell you, Franz Botha is not easy to knock out. He's a building. He just stands there and takes all kind of punches.
But for some reason, when both his hands were down by his side, Moorer didn't do anything about it.
And I have to agree with you. He hasn't got the killer instinct he had when he was a light heavyweight. When he was a light heavyweight, I thought he was going to be in a big light heavyweight.
10 seconds to go in the opening round. A heavy right hand there by Bean, but boy, it just like right off the top of the head of Moorer. Moorer didn't seem distracted by it at all. Well, as Ralph Cramden of Honeymooners fame once said, no warming up in the bullpen. And that's the story for Teddy Atlas, getting right in the face of Michael Moorer.
Well, you have to get in the face. It was a slip shot performance that first round. He just let him just drift along doing something. He may have done enough to win the first round. Nobody was doing as much except Bean was throwing punches.
Michael Moorer needs to step in with 2 jabs and a straight left hand in the midsection. Rip that right uppercut. He's got a vicious right uppercut and bring it up top and just follow up as he sees fit.
But Moorer has to show everybody that this is a huge jump for VAUGHN Bean. He's got to put him away and fast.
He can't let him hang around for 10 rounds.
I think that's the only way he's going to get respect. And
yeah, otherwise, he will have that moniker hung on him. Late starting Moorer.
I'll tell you, from the tapes I've seen of Bean, he's a powerful puncher, comes forward, but this is a whole other story against Michael Moorer.
Well, give Bean credit. He's ready to fight.
He walked into one there, did Bean.
He walked into a couple. He's taking his shot, and you got to admire that. But I'll tell you what, on paper, it doesn't look like he can do anything. Paper's got nothing to do with when the man's in front of you.
Michael Moorer moving in, stalking Bean. The lefty Moorer. Bean blocking that punch with his fists. Wide left hook by Bean, but leaving his midsection open. Less than a minute, round 2. Straight right hand by Bean, but no damage. Moorer with a straight left, but off the gloves of Bean.
Michael's starting to get a little of the timing now, starting to gauge the range. His counters are getting sharper. Bean's falling short. Michael's moving in, working the body a little bit.
There's the right jab of Moorer. Let's see if he follows it up with a left. He tried, but being able to elude it. There's the jab by Moorer, but it's one and done. Let's see if we see a combination. He does have that dangerous left hook. Round two closing.
Bean's putting himself in play. He's taking a shot. You see him, nice counter, left underneath and a right following. 2 or 3 more shots. He's taking his shots at Michael Moorer. He's going to get his pound of flesh. Vaughn Bean taking a shot.
And Teddy Atlas in the face of Michael Moorer as we begin round 3. Some moisture in the corner of Vaughn Bean. Mitch Halpert, who did such an excellent job in that first Tyson Holyfield fight back in November. The third man of the ring here. Bean, a 5-time Golden Gloves champion in Chicago. Averaging almost 7 fights a year. This is his first fight of 97. Oh, down goes Bean, but it's a slip. I think they tangled up the feet. And they quickly continue. No knockdown. Counter left hook to the body by Michael Moorer.
Good, that's the way.
They seem to be happy in the Bean corner. It's Bean with a duck under move and then turns Moorer around.
Bean's content right now to move, and it seems the game plan is to move and throw Michael Moorer off, make him hustle, something that people say he's not willing to do. But I'll tell you what, Michael Moorer pressing the fight from the onset, but he's careful. He's not going to make too many mistakes.
Bean told us his strategy was to stay busy, move a lot with lots of bobbing and weaving. He's doing that. He feels that an accumulation of punches will take its toll on Moorer, but Moorer has other ideas. He wants to get this thing done fast.
He's not moving too fast.
No, he's not.
He's moving very deliberately and calmly about his business, as if he's just chopping down a piece of wood. I mean, he's not excited. It's not an exciting fight.
I'll say this, though. Bean's certainly not frozen, not awed by the environment here. You know, it's a huge jump for him. First world title shot after fighting virtually nobody. Big crowd, sellout crowd, world heavyweight title, Bobby.
Yeah, you know, he talked about not wanting to get too excited early, recognizing the position he's in, biggest fight of his life, heavyweight title, but also that he didn't want to make any unnecessary mistakes, make Michael earn his stuff and listen to his corner.
And he's eluding us many of these punches by Moorer. Moorer has to be a little bit on the frustrated side right now.
Well, as you say, no one ever knows what goes through Moorer's head. It will remain to see what Teddy Atlas, what magic he can weave to get this guy back on track.
He might wind up sitting on that stool, Teddy Atlas. We saw that nearly in the Holyfield fight. Moorer, of course, defeated Holyfield for 2 heavyweight titles and then lost in dramatic fashion to George Foreman. He hasn't heard the end of it. Very concise to the point by Teddy Atlas. It's an all-star cast.
It was perfect.
Yep.
I always said the guy's a writer. I mean, next time I want to write a boxing movie, I want to get him to write all the dialogue in the corner. I mean, the guy can talk. But did you notice the small little thing that he said as he sat down? Moorer sat down, he said, don't start.
All right, let's see if he gets something started here in the ring. Michael Moorer in the dark green trunks against unheralded Vaughn Bean, round 4.
Watch those heads. Come on.
Mitch Halpert cautioning the guys to watch the flashing of heads while swinging a miss by Bean.
Let go in there, let go in there.
Oh, a combination started by a left uppercut by Vaughn Bean. Didn't have full impact.
Yeah, but he's not
doing the job.
He's not giving Moorer respect. I mean, he's not in here scared. I mean, he's got his plan. He's trying to follow it. Got 2 great champions in his corner telling him how to fight. He's got to look good for them, Frazier and Spinks.
He's scoring some points here. The busier of the two.
Michael Moore is letting him do what he wants. Teddy's right. Nice counter.
A straight right hand there by Bean.
And it was a nice counter right hook by Michael Moore. But I'll tell you what, Moore's got to just step up the pace and get in his own rhythm a little better. He's letting Bean do more than he should be letting him do. This guy's never been at his level, doesn't know what that is yet, and he's letting him think that he's the same type of fighter.
MOORER, who has been known to have a confidence problem, but Teddy Atlas apparently got rid of that for him, but you never know. Sort of exercised those demons from Moore's head, but now MOORER having his hands full with unknown Vaughn Bean to this point. There's a little right uppercut by MOORER that set Bean back. I'll tell you, Butch Lewis, the flamboyant manager, promoter, has done a heck of a job with this kid.
Nice combination by Moorer.
Michael Moore now beginning to open it up a little bit, but Bean just covering up, takes a big step back, big deep breath, showing patience, not rushing, trying to be as careful as possible. Nice try to just stay away from Moore.
I think the message is beginning to arrive.
Moore beginning to be on the attack a lot more now, and he's scoring.
Starting to get home with that right hook to the body, too. He's ripping it up inside pretty nice.
Good finish here for Michael Moore. Round 4.
Closed out that round very well. Here we're going to see Michael Moore working back in behind that jab. Nice straight right, another one behind it. Kind of clips Bean a little bit on the inside. I'm not sure how hard those shots were, but it turned his jaw well.
Teddy Atlas imploring Michael Moore to go to the body as we begin round 5, scheduled for 12. Moore boring in, barreling into the body as instructed by Teddy Atlas.
Big right hook to the solar plexus, too. He dug that one in nice, and you can see Bean didn't like it.
Moore is a very patient fighter. Patient.
Almost too patient.
Yeah, it's almost in slow motion. I mean, it's like he'll get there, but at his time.
Yeah, but how would he do against a Mike Tyson under these conditions?
Well, that's a matter of you're forced to fight or die.
Or Evander Holyfield, for that matter.
Well, he didn't beat Holyfield, so he does all right. And when he has to, he does it.
Evander Holyfield would just beat Tyson. There's a left hook to the neck by Michael Moore that had to be stinging.
If that had been a little bit lower on the point of the jaw, that could have been damaged. Moore is getting sharp now. Moore is getting into a hunting mode. He's beginning to shoot bullets.
Bean seemed so much more confident at the beginning, almost as if he's saying to himself, what am I doing here?
Yeah, the initial euphoria is gone. The initial thing of that first one, here I am and I survived, is now, here I am, this guy's coming along.
It just all snapped in. This is Michael Moore. This is the IBF Heavyweight Championship. Although he's pounding away with the right, looking to recover and come on strong at the end of the round.
You know, it's evident, too, that Bean, even though he has 21 knockouts in 27 fights, it's 21 knockouts against 2, as Greg Hagen would say, T1 at taxi drivers. But he's not a big puncher. You can clearly see it. The only way he's not a big banger.
And we hit round 6, scheduled for 12 for the IBF Heavyweight Championship. Steve Albert along with Bobby Chez, the fight doctor Ferdy Pacheco, Jim Gray here at the Las Vegas Hilton.
I think Michael's looking for one big shot, a little too often. I think Teddy's right. He works him behind a double, triple jab. He's got the point scored, and work off that. Make the combinations happen after the jab's already been effective.
Oh.
Bean is not throwing enough punches, and what he's throwing, most of it, Michael's blocking, hitting his hands. He's picking his spots, but he's not really pressing the issue. He's not taking command anywhere. 1 or 2 swings. Michael Moore is not offering up a tremendous amount either, but what he is offering is cleaner, better placed, and more effective.
Let's look at it the other way.
Butch Lewis and Michael Spink screaming in the background, 30.
Are the ones that are screaming and not Teddy. Teddy screams when the bell rings. For 60 seconds, he screams.
It's controlled chaos.
This is Butch Lewis volume.
Less than a minute, round 6.
You know,
Not many thought it would go this far.
Bean appears as if he is so deathly afraid of getting hit with one of the punches. As soon as Michael makes a move, he's got his head in his hands and he's hiding and guarding himself. This is a heavyweight championship. However you got here fighting.
Really a no-win situation for Moore if he wins. Or, of course, the unthinkable. Round 7.
Did you hear that somewhere before?
I get the feeling I did.
Yeah, but would you like to see him?
Look at this, a combination by Vaughn Bean on the head of Moore.
I started to say, wouldn't you like to see Moore throw combinations? I mean, what is this one punch at a time? I mean, what, heavyweights do throw punches more than 2 or 3 at a time. I mean, come on.
Now the one and done jab by Moore, not following it up with the left.
You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say that he didn't even care.
Yeah, the crowd agrees with you. And the cascade of boos continues from this sellout crowd.
You try to like him. I mean, he's got a big record, and you think, gee whiz, I mean, he got there somehow. He beat Evander Holyfield. He beat everybody.
And he finishes with a flurry. There's more.
And it means he's getting more and more confident. You're just looking at him. Yeah. Now stop fighting. Come on, Mike. Stop fighting.
You know, even when you train for a guy that doesn't look like he's going to be much, and whether he is or isn't, you train like he's a world champion, and if you beat him in 10 seconds, terrific.
Moore does step it up for a moment.
All I'd like to see him throw some combinations. You know, zip up some punches besides just one at a time.
Combination by Vaughn Bean. First to the body and then to the head. And he's coming in. He's putting the punches together just as his corner urges.
You see now, when Vaughn Bean wants to just rest and run and sit there, Michael's got to make him work. Make him do something he's not used to. Don't let him pick and choose his spots. At the same time, Bean's doing what he's supposed to.
Vaughn Bean is winning this round, is what he's doing.
Come on. Look at that. He had them right there. He could punch. I mean, it's almost like you revert to your corner man thoughts, and you just want to scream at him. Come on, there he is. Pop.
See, Michael's still landing the clear punch like there, that left hand.
Yeah.
You see, he lands 2 or 3, and Bean's slapping, he's hit Michael's gloves, and nothing really effective. He's not even getting Michael's attention, but Michael's just letting him do enough to be in the fight. Shouldn't be in the fight. Not with his performance.
Moore's passion for the sport continues to be questioned. And again, an illustration right here with just about 10 seconds left in the 8th round.
The heck with the sport end of it, have a passion for your job.
Exactly.
He'll go down in history as the reluctant champion.
Round 9 scheduled for 12 for the IBF Heavyweight Championship. The crowd has voiced its disapproval throughout the night. Michael Moore cannot find a way to take the untested, unheralded, unproven Vaughn Bean out of there. There's a right hook by Vaughn Bean that tags Moore on the left side of the face, and it was an off balance.
You know, that was a nice uppercut. But there, see, he's falling backwards when he throws the punch. It's just not going to be effective.
Shooting from the hip here. Wait till you hear the words of Teddy Atlas in the next few seconds after round 8. We're going to take you back.
See there now.
Happens here.
See there, he lands a nice 1-2 and then backs out.
Yeah.
He hits Bean, he hurts Bean a little bit. Another follow-up jab, but then he backs out 1 at a time, 2 at a time.
That's what the old cornerman used to holler. Stay there. Stay there. Don't go back.
We want you to take a listen to Teddy Atlas in the face of Michael Moore after round number 8.
It's not, I don't know, I can have a point of reference to say to you what that means at this point. Vaughn Bean is not fighting a spectacular fight.
There's a slapping left hook by Vaughn Bean.
Yeah, Moore continues to throw. You know, he's not in here just catching.
Here we go, round 11 for the IBF Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, the way I see it, B needs a knockout to win the title, but all he needs to do is stand up for the next 2 rounds to make a name for himself. If he stands up with his hands down, it looks like Michael won't take him out right now.
Wouldn't it be funny if the judges quit keeping score and forgot about it? I figure he'll just add it up.
It would be justifiable almost.
All right, break. Step back.
All 3 judges from Las Vegas, Dave Moretti, Bill Graham, and Terry Roth.
It will be funny to see if they'll give this kid 3 or 4 rounds. B.
I've given him 2 rounds. He's not really doing anything to a degree. I'm curious what our online people see. It's got to be just as bad at home as it is here.
If this thing goes to 12, and when the bell sounds, it may break all records for booing. A digging left uppercut to the body by Vaughn Bean at the bell. Michael Moore on for round 12. This is it. It's been a lackluster, lackadaisical effort to this point by the IBF heavyweight champion, the reluctant champion.
You know, they didn't wait till after the round was over. They started booing before the final round started.
Here's how they see it at home. Very close. Moore by 1 round. 6-5 after 11.
Boy, would that be the robbery of all time?
At the end of the 12th round,
It is
just
that.
survives.
It is that, and it's got dull chimes for the champion.
Yeah, look at this. Vaughn Bean teeing off to the head of Michael Moore with a left and then a right. Pounding shots. But again, you have to wonder about the power, but he's the busier of the 2.
So what?
There's another right hook, followed up by a left hook by Vaughn Bean.
See, he's trying. He threw 3 punches there when he's exhausted and trying, and the other guy grabbed him. And the champion grabbed him. Shame on him. Come on.
The winner and still IBF heavyweight champion, Michael
I had him 116, 112.